Interesting. Hello, darlings, and welcome to this. Welcome to this. Now, I'm going to hang on just a little while. Make sure that give people a chance to get here before I tell you what's going on, or actually, maybe I won't tell you what's going on because I don't entirely know. Strange things are afoot. But we can chat about that. Let's just kill some time until about 20 people rock up. That'll be most of the inner scrotum, won't it? Just having a flick through the old comments. Oh, very interesting comment there. Let's have a look at that channel, shall we? Yeah, interesting. Yeah, using my photograph. Username at Boaty827. Nice little rover reference there. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Well, good evening, Mr. ZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZZz Jolly good. Jolly good. And hopefully amongst the 23, there will be some genuine channels, which would be nice. Okay. 26. Excellent. Well, good evening to all of you. And I hope your day has been better than mine. Okie dokie. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the previous comments. I'm just going to look at the end of the comments so that I can keep up with what you guys are saying. So, yeah, well done, matron. Well done on being a genuine channel. Okay, right. Some of you will have noticed that your your names are no longer lit up in a lovely colour, and you don't have your colourful balls, as Peter P put it. And the reason for that is I no longer have channel members. And the reason I no longer have channel members is because shortly after I woke up this morning, I got an email from YouTube to tell me that my channel has been removed from the YouTube partner program, or to put it another way, demonetized. Hence the lack of channel members. So, yeah, apologies for that. So there we are. That explains that. Now, that much I can tell you for sure and certain. The rest of it is kind of conjecture, because strange things have been happening today, darlings. Strange things have been happening. And I don't really know what to Yeah, I don't really know what to say about these strange things because I'm literally I'm having a chat with some people privately, and over the last hour or two, I've been finding out some things that have made me think differently, somewhat differently about what's happened to the channel today. So I was assuming one thing. I'm now wondering if it is actually another, because came completely out of the blue, no warning, which does seem somewhat odd. And as I say, other things have been happening. And yeah, so call me Mr. Suspicious, but yes, I'm. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay. Right. News coming in as we speak. Bear with me. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, it looks like it, Barry. Yes, or potentially, or possibly. As I say, it's kind of conjecture at the moment, and I don't really know how much I either want to or should say about it. To be fair, um, I suppose the safest thing that I could do would be to safest thing I could do would be to just tell you the facts as I know them and leave you to draw your own conclusions. I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, this is literally news just literally coming in now. It's not only me that's, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, John. That's what I'm thinking. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Right, well, I'm not going to say too much. Not going to say too much about it. I will just tell you, well, I will tell you the things that I know. And yeah, they could just be coincidences at work or so. As well as Steve Berry, are you also friends with Dominic Littlewood? If so, get him on the case. Good idea, Alan, whoever Dominic Littlewood is. What is he? Some kind of online sleuth? Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so what's going on? Well, as I say, shortly after I woke up this morning, I got an email to say that my channel, Rogue Traders, is it, Neil? Okay, that my channel has been removed from the YouTube partner program, or in other words, demonetized. So hence the channel membership is no longer being a thing. It's effectively back to oh gosh, a long time ago before I was monetized originally. So obviously channel memberships are no longer a thing. I no longer receive advertising revenue. Hello, Simone. You know, all of those nice things. It came completely out of the blue. There was no warning, nothing of that nature. The email didn't even explain why. I had to go delving into YouTube Studio. So that was the one thing, and I just thought that's, you know, a thing. These things happen. As far as I was aware, I hadn't done anything wrong. No good deed ever goes unpunished, does it? As it turns out. So now I really don't know. I don't know how much to say because I don't know if I can say anything because it involves other people, and I don't want to drag other people's dirty laundry in. Right, other people who are kind of involved and know what's going on. You know who I'm talking to. Do you want me to talk about it, or do you want me to keep my gob shut? Nothing to do with swearing, Simone. Oh, you're okay with it? Say it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing to do with swearing or anything like that, Simone. Okay. Okay. Right. So that happened. That happened this morning. Okay. It's obviously it's a pain in the bum. It shouldn't be the end of the world. It should be just a minor and temporary inconvenience. But because of my particular situation, it's going to be really quite pivotal. It's going to have, yeah, it's going to have quite a serious effect. It's going to turn my life kind of upside down in a way, actually, and I'll explain why. Actually, I might talk about that bit before I talk about the other bit. Right. Well, so yeah. So let's put you totally into speaker. Out of the blue, the channel is suddenly demonetized. I went into YouTube Studio to find out what the hell was going on, and the reason is I can appeal the decision, John, and in Andrew, you are yes. I would trust your feeling, Andrew. If I were you, I would trust your feeling. Right, as you guys know, then my channel is a little bit different to some. And as you know, I upload some stuff because, well, as I say, I upload some stuff that I love. So I upload it so I can share it with the people that I love in the hope that they might love it too. Yeah. And I've always done this since the very early days. So I upload content that is not original to me, as you guys know. Stuff that might be difficult to find on YouTube, or stuff that can't be found on YouTube, or whatever, you know, for whatever reason. Now, when I upload this stuff, and I'm talking about stuff like the two fat ladies, for example. Now, when I upload things like that, first and foremost, I make sure that there is no copyright infringement. So in other words, I have permission to upload it to the channel. So there are no copyright issues or anything there. Secondly, I don't monetize it. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm uploading something that I've got permission to upload for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to earn any money from it. Any monies paid go to the people who do have the copyright. So all of the Two Fat Ladies, I've not earned a single penny from a single episode. I've always told you that. I upload them to make them available, as I told you, on a single playlist, and I don't monetize them. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no problem. And certainly in all of the time I've been running the channel, there's never been a problem with that. Yeah, no problem with that at all. Except that suddenly there now is. So the reason that that the channel was removed from the YouTube Partner Program is the non-original content on my channel, which has never been a problem. It's always been there. And as I say, it's not like I'm using other people's content without permission. It's all uploaded with permission. And it's not like I'm trying to monetize it or earn money from it. So again, there should be absolutely no problem with YouTube. So it came as a great surprise to me to find that as a result of this, the channel has been demonetized, removed from the old partner program. So yeah, that came as a bit of a shock. And I thought, okay, well, that's a bit odd. But now, given that I found out some other things, which I may or may not talk about in the rest of this live stream, so now I'm wondering if in fact this happened because of some sort of report or something like that. I don't know that. I've got no idea. It is merely conjecture. It just seems very coincidental that this should happen. On a day when some of my mutual friends. Okay, right. Well, I'm being told to tell you, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, so obviously Neil, very kindly last night, Neil gifted 5 channel memberships, which was very, very kind of him. Somebody, not for the first time, got in touch with Neil's parents about this. Today, Neil and Sophie have been blocked, after somebody added another 60 quid to the amount of money that had been taken from Neil. So nice round figure now, 600 quid. Nice round figure, that, isn't it? Also on the same day, then a channel that has appeared here in the chat with using my YouTube picture, and the channel is Mr. Z. They're presumably implying that I'm terribly boring and send people to sleep. Although, well, hey, they've taken the trouble to come and watch this live stream, so how boring can I be? Or perhaps somebody is just watching to enjoy the fallout of what somebody might have possibly done. Who knows? So yeah, that's happened. There you go. There you go. So we're never going to know, are we? If somebody reported the channel, then I've got no chance of ever finding out. You are boring, but that's why we like you. How very kind, Mustard. So it might just be coincidence that the YouTube bots have gone rampaging through my channel and thought, hello, this chap has got some unoriginal content on there, which I have. It's not monetized. I have permission for it to be on there. And it's not as if that forms the majority of my content. The majority of my content is, of course, entirely original. How can it not be? I do a live stream every night of the week. This is not somebody else's content that I've nicked and uploaded, darlings. This is really me. It's really me doing it. And obviously, the majority of my content is, of course, original. But it's unarguable. There is some non-original content on my channel. But as I say, uploaded with full permission, went through every YouTube check, and it's not monetized. So as far as I was concerned, as my understanding of the terms and conditions of the YouTube partner program, as far as I was concerned, I was doing absolutely nothing wrong. Certainly nothing that I haven't been doing for the last 18 months or 2 years or whatever. So I thought, well, maybe it is that that I did a glut upload of the rest of the Two Fat Ladies because I hadn't done any for ages. So I thought, well, I'll upload the rest. So at least the whole series are on there, complete with the obituary to Jennifer Patterson. The obituary kind of went a bit viral, picked up like 7,500 views in 12 hours or something. No benefit to me because it's not monetized. So, how ironic is that? My first relatively viral video, and I don't earn a penny from it, but that's not why I put it up there. I put it up there just for people to watch and enjoy. And people have watched and enjoyed it. I've had lots of lovely comments and mails from people saying, thank you for making this available, blah, 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 blah. So it's not doing anybody any harm. YouTube were fine with it. The copyright owner gives permission for it to be put up there. Not a problem to anybody at all. But suddenly, obviously, it's become a problem. So there we are. Interesting suggestion. Hold on. I would like the screenshot now, please. Somebody is doing some detective work on the channel with my profile picture, and interesting. Right? Yes, please give me the screenshot now. How is your content original? It's just endlessly driving to and from the restaurant or the yard. Oh, here we go. Here we go with the screenshots. Right. Okay. Gosh, that is interesting. Hmm. Ah, right. There we are. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Tonight might not be the night when I give up fags and booze, darlings. Okay. So there's some stuff flying around. It might all be coincidence, might be conjecture. Who knows? Who knows? We should probably stick to the actualities of the situation. Okay. Right. Right. Um, Neil, I feel some responsibility for what happened to you and Soph as well. And okay, some of you guys are not going to know. Well, in fact, all of you guys, apart from two or three, are not going to know what we're talking about here. There's been stuff going on over the last month or so. Unfortunately, Neil and Sophie have, how can I put it? Neil and Sophie have ended up very personally upset. They're lucky they've still got a bloody relationship, to be honest. It's lucky that they're rock solid, given that what somebody tried to do, and financially they've taken a bit of a hit, which is not nice. Okay, right. Talking of financial hits, right. Let's talk about the demonetization of my channel then. The reason for the demonetization of my channel is, as I say, the non-original content being on there. Never been a problem before. Can't see why it would be a problem now. I don't attempt to profit from it. It's not the majority of my content. My channel is what I've always said it would be. My planet, as Mustard calls it. And there's always been stuff on there that is unashamedly not original content. It's just stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. I made I made one mistake. I made one mistake where I did get a copyright strike, and I took that on the chin. It was a genuine mistake on my part. I It is John, yeah. I uploaded something unknowingly, and there was a thing. It got taken down. I got a copyright strike. I did the copyright school thing. And you get 3 copyright strikes after 90 days. It drops off. So that only happened once. That one I will take on the chin. That was my bad, as they say, because that one I didn't specifically have permission to post. I just ran it through the YouTube check. YouTube said, "Yeah, this is absolutely fine," and I took YouTube at the word. Um, and then the original content creator decided, well, actually, no, not happy with that, and it got taken down. Which went like, neither here nor there, no fuss. The rest of the stuff is all, as I say, no profit, not monetized, just up there for entertainment to be shared, and never had a problem with it. And I had full permission to, uh, I had full permission to, Sorry, I'm just reading through the comments a bit. Oh, right, Neil's actually come out and said it. Yeah. Yeah, that did. What Neil is saying did actually happen, I'm afraid. It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. There are more people involved in this as well, by the way. Um, yeah, there are private messages between friends flying about with screenshots of things that have happened. There's one common denominator. It's not very nice, but Neil and Sophie, bless them, two lovely people who deserve nothing but love and kindness. Unfortunately, have had exactly the opposite. They've, you know, they've lost money, and somebody tried to. I mean, it's one thing trying to come between two people. It's another to go to their bloody parents and cast aspersions on their parenting abilities. It's just horrendous. This is all pretty horrendous. This thing with the channel and whatnot could be coincidence. I'm not laying it at anybody's feet. Could be coincidence. Read the comments, guys. Read the comments. I don't want to read some of this stuff out because it's painful enough to see it there in print. I feel some personal responsibility for all of this because, at the end of the day, I started a community or tried to start a community. It's been a wonderful thing, a joyful thing, I think, valuable thing. Unfortunately, some bad stuff has happened, and I can't help but think that it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me. But there we are. So right, I'll leave the comments to go. Please give Neil and Soph some love, and as I say, other people have been involved, not least me, obviously, even possibly even more so today. But other people as well, other friends of mine, other friends of yours. I'm not going to go through everything that's happened because Neil has said it's at this point it's okay. I've not said anything while all of this has been going on. Now Neil privately said it's okay. He's talking about it himself. The other people haven't. So I'm not going to talk about what's happened with other people that I cared about and that I know that you guys cared about. So just be aware that this is not the full extent of what's occurred. Anyway. Okay, so in terms of the demonetization and the removal of the YouTube partner program and whatnot, I have two options. Option one, I can appeal. And the way that I can appeal is to make a video, and they suggest that you make a video showing that when you've uploaded unoriginal content, you demonstrate how you've made some change to it or something to justify you using it under the fair use policy. Now, I can't do that because I've uploaded it pretty much as is. I've edited it, I've top and tailed it, whatever. But I haven't altered it because I've not been trying to monetize it. So I can't do that. But then YouTube haven't had a problem with it. So I can, if I feel it's worthwhile, I can I can upload a video saying, look, saying what I've just told you. I upload some unoriginal content. I have permission to upload it. I don't attempt to monetize it. I don't profit from it in any way, shape, or form. It's uploaded for the entertainment of my friends, blah, 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 blah. And it is not content that my channel relies on, which it isn't. I mean, I've got the channel's doing okay, or it was doing okay. I mean, in terms of monetization, obviously these rules are in place because there will be some channels that use unoriginal content in order to get monetized. That's not me. I mean, FYI, the channel is doing well enough now that if I was starting from scratch, so 0 watch hours, 0 subscribers, I would monetize this channel in 2 weeks. Right? You need 4,000 watch hours to monetize a channel. And I'm doing 4,000 watch hours in just under 2 weeks. I've done 4,000 watch hours on one video, for goodness sake. So obviously, I don't need the unoriginal content to to keep the channel up. Far, far from it. In fact, the unoriginal content gets virtually no views. So, not in comparison to the other stuff. So it's never been neither here nor there. And I couldn't understand why it suddenly became an issue now. Although now, I think I do understand why it's an issue. So I can make a video and I can appeal it. I've got 21 days to do that. But the problem is that all of this is done as an automated system. So, and again, this is conjecture. If somebody reported the channel for using unoriginal content, then a bot, and they've said that it is bot, that it is an automated checking system, then an automated bot or whatever would go through all of my channel stuff, say, yeah, there's quite a few hours of unoriginal content on there. They wouldn't see that it wasn't monetized. They wouldn't see that I had permissions. And I just get the, yeah, finished, you're off. And I suspect that if I were to appeal it, then the same thing would be so. That if I made a video saying, look, yeah, I've uploaded this stuff, it's just an extra bit of fluff for people. I don't need it. My channel doesn't rely on it. I've got more than enough original content. I live stream every night. I upload loads of original content videos, up to 3 a day, even more sometimes. So this is all just absolute nonsense. But if the appeals process is also fully automated, which I'm sure it is, then that's not going to get me anywhere anyway. Now, if there is an upside to this, and God knows there isn't, but if there is, then this isn't a permanent thing, darlings. Worst case scenario, 90 days. All I've got to do, there's nothing wrong with my channel, obviously, but worst case scenario, all I need to do is wait 90 days, delete any unoriginal stuff on my channel. There'll still be thousands of watch hours. I've got loads of lovely subscribers, bless you all. It's growing all the time, and it won't be a problem. In 90 days, I will be back on the partnership program. I've not been kicked off permanently, as those of you who've had the emails about your channel memberships, it has been paused. And it's, it's very clear that if I just delete the unoriginal videos and reapply, then not a problem. It's back to normal. But hold on. Yeah, thanks, Soph. I'd already seen that one. Where was I? So yeah, so worst case scenario, I just delete the videos, reapply in 90 days time, not a problem, everything's back to normal. Where there is a problem, and this is, I can't blame anybody else for me. This is entirely down to me and my life choices. So I'm not laying this at anybody else's feet. This is down to me. What that means is I have to go for 90 days, 3 months without the YouTube income. It's not a lot of money, but for somebody in my position, it's the difference between kind of keeping not my head above water, but at least my mouth above water most of the times, and completely drowning. Without that YouTube income, I can't survive the next 3 months. That's the top, bottom, and middle of it. And that is just a fact. That's my fault. It's me that got myself into that position. I chose to put a lot of my time into things that paid me nothing at all or paid me very little. I tried to do things to make a difference for other people. I tried to be less selfish. So it means that I'm financially in a pretty precarious state. I can't go 3 months without that income. So what does that mean realistically? Well, number one, it means that I cannot continue doing YouTube during that 3 months. I can't justify the amount of time that I put into YouTube when I'm not able to survive. It means that my number one priority has to be staying alive, getting bills paid, blah, blah, blah. So for 3 months, unfortunately, YouTube is completely out of the window. What it also means is that I had to have a very serious talk with the guys at the restaurant tonight, because I got this morning. I've had to quickly run through what this is going to mean. I've had to factor in that for the next 3 months, my income is going to be reduced by X amount per month. Can I deal with that? No. Is there anything that I can do, maintaining the status quo, to mitigate that? No. So changes have got to be made. So I told the guys at the restaurant tonight, it's been a difficult night at the restaurant. I've said, look, I've been very patient, waiting for the Airbnb stuff, the promises of this, that, and the other. I've gone and worked front of house. I've managed the restaurant for no additional income in the promise of something coming along, blah, blah, blah. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. So I told them tonight that I'm going to have to leave. I have to go out. I have to get a job that pays more. I've applied for 2 today, and I've said, if I get these jobs, I'm really sorry, but I have to leave. I've literally got no alternative. I can't go bankrupt. I can't lose my home. I can't go to prison for non-payment of council tax. I can't allow any of that to happen. So it's going to be, obviously, I should be able to survive 3 months. I'm a grown man. I should be able to survive 3 months without that YouTube income. I should be able to. I can't. So my fault, not blaming anybody else. That's just the way it is. I'm already not surviving on the restaurant income and the YouTube income combined. I certainly can't survive on the restaurant income alone. It's just simply not enough. Those of you who are very close to me will understand exactly why. So I put it on them tonight, and I said, look, I didn't say it particularly, but I kind of said, look, if you value me at all, then you need to make something happen, and you need to make it quickly. I'm not asking I'm not asking for more money for doing what I'm doing now, although I am underpaid. I'm saying that I'm a grafter. I'm the hardest worker in the world. I need an opportunity to earn more money. So, pull your finger out, get upstairs sorted so that I can set up the Airbnb and earn some money. Get the planning permission at the other restaurant sorted so I can set up the Airbnb there. Or just do what you said that you were going to do anyway. Put me in the position where I'm running the things, where we open a third restaurant, and I'll do the work. I'll create the additional revenue. Give me my share of it so that I can survive. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go, and I am going to have to go. Sadly, it's a horrible thing, but we've got to face realities. I can't speak for anybody else, but in the old days on a desk, you had the thing, the buck stops here. Well, the buck stops here with me. I've got no family. I've got no partner. I've got no backup. I've got no security. I can't just have a couple of months where I earn a bit less than and my missus dips into a savings or whatever. I haven't got that. I pay what I need to pay. Otherwise, I lose my home, go to prison, all of that sort of thing. And I've got no other options. Whatever some people might think, I haven't got hundreds of thousands of pounds. I haven't even got tens of pounds tucked away in the bank. I live day to day trying to make something happen in the future, believing in people, believing in what people tell me, working my ass off, trying to do my best for other people wherever I can. And I don't have the luxury of having a month or 2 or 3 off. So as of literally, I was going to say tomorrow, but as of today, I've had to go into full emergency mode with, knowing that immediately as of whatever time it was, 9 something this morning, YouTube is just finished. So I'm going to have to do whatever I have to do. And if that means working 14 hours a day in a factory or doing whatever, I'm just going to have to do it. I don't have the luxury of piddling about with YouTube and having a lovely time with you guys and not making any money from it. Neither do I have the luxury of spending any more time at the restaurant on the basis that they may or may not come through with what they've been promising me for God knows how long. We had a long and frank discussion this evening. So there we are. That's about it, darlings. Let me catch up with some comments. I mean, if there is an upside to any of this, I'm getting really good viewing figures tonight. I'm over 50. When does that ever happen? I would hope that this goes without saying, but just in case, I'm beyond gutted. Beyond gutted. I'm I'm gutted for Neil and Sophie and other people who've been involved in some stuff that's gone on. I'm gutted that my channel that I've put so much effort and love into has been put at risk. I'm gutted that my home is at risk. I'm gutted that I could be forced to lose my restaurant family and so on. I mean, I'm hoping that, I've shown them everything. They know. I'm hoping they're going to say, well, you've put 8 years into us, blah, blah, blah. We'll look after you for this next 3 months. But I'm not convinced. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. But I can't rely on it. I can't rely on it. And I'm so close to the edge that I can't take any risk. So yeah, I'm pretty gutted by all of this, to be fair. Those of you who suffer with depression and anxiety, guess what my anxiety levels have been like today? I get a bit shaky when I get anxious. Imagine, I've been serving pints today. Imagine that I was quite proud of myself. Imagine the mental control when I'm totally falling apart. I'm having panic attacks left, right, and centre. Didn't think I was going to be able to drive to work. And then I've got to get out there, front of house, with all this shit going on. And, a wedding anniversary party. And I've got to be all lovely and wonderful and joyful and serve drinks and carry trays loaded with when I'm forcing myself not to bloody shake and not to let the anxieties take root. I fucking fell apart on the way home. I did fall apart on the way home. And there was no way I was going to do a live stream. No way I was going to do a live. Didn't set it up, didn't do any of the normal stuff. But then obviously, you guys don't know what's going on. You deserved an explanation. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Pardon me while I just read through. Okay, right. This is an interesting point. Mustard says if you started Boaty's World 2, it wouldn't take long to get it back to monetization. No, it wouldn't. And it would be a lot quicker than waiting the 3 months before I can reapply. However, don't think that thought didn't occur. They don't let you do it. There's a clause in all the shit that they send you that says don't think about trying to use another channel that you've got or start another channel to get around this because we monitor it. You can't do it. We won't monetize you. So, like I say, in the grand scheme of things, it's by no means the end of the world. I can keep doing everything else on YouTube. I mean, I can't because I can't afford to, but I could. The only difference would be that I wouldn't be getting the channel memberships. I wouldn't be getting the ad revenue. There wouldn't be the super chats, all of that, blah, 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 blah. And then in 90 days' time, it would all be back to normal. So if I was a normal person in a normal situation, not relying on a piddling little amount of money coming in on the 23rd of each month, then it wouldn't be a problem. I'd just say, no, oh well, never mind, crack on, keep on doing the lives, keep on uploading the videos. Okay, so I don't get that little bit of money for 3 months, not the end of the world. But unfortunately, in my position, it kind of is the end of the world. So yeah, I can't get around it by starting another channel. I mean, I probably could, um, but then I'd have to use different emails, and I'd have to use one of those things that gives you a different bloody IP address and all of that shenanigans, so they couldn't. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know, worst case scenario is I lose the restaurant, I go out, I get another job, I go back to. I mean, I told you before when I was working at Sainsbury's. Um, then I was working 90, 100-hour weeks, and I was doing okay. I was getting 3 or 4 trips to Malta per year. My bills were all paid on time. I had no issues. Okay, I worked my ass off, and I had to work illegal hours, but I was absolutely fine. And I'm an old Welsh pit pony. I don't mind working illegal hours. Not a problem for me. I'm a grafter, always have been. And one of the jobs one of the jobs that I applied for today was doing that same job, but for one of the competition supermarkets. So why not? I enjoyed it before. I can enjoy it again. I've got no idea. Obviously, I've not put myself in that situation, so I don't know if because obviously my previous job in that ended because of the accident, and I've got no idea if my legs and feet and knees after the accident would be up to doing it again, but I'd give it a bloody go. Um, and yeah, so that would be it. Worst case scenario, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I have thought it very unfair that somebody should be getting away with running around doing and saying stuff about Boaty while he stayed quiet to loyally preventing his friend's laundry being aired. Yeah. You wouldn't have to buy subscribers someday. Yeah, true enough. True enough. Oh yeah. I mean, if I had to start a channel again from scratch, all of you lovely guys, I'm pretty sure it would be monetized in about 10 days. Um, but there we are. Can you get a lodger in temporarily in your home? No, because I rent privately, so you're not allowed to sublet or take in a lodger or whatever. Unfortunately, a lodger to podger. Sorry, couldn't resist. Says Andrew. Oh, hello, Ross is here. That restaurant should be looking after you a lot better. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I do kind of agree with that. It's a cultural thing, but yeah, when the shit hits the fan, then part of you does think, well, they're millionaires, and I'm on the verge of going to prison for not being able to afford to pay my council tax, and I'm there every night. Yeah, it's yeah. Ross says time to sell some of the fleet. Absolutely. But, you know, I've been trying to do that for a little while now. And the thing to remember um, is that some of the fleet are not actually mine. It's not as if I'm sitting there on X number of thousands of quid's worth of cars. You know, it's an arrangement between me and Mustard and the unknown banker. We're trying to save cars. We're trying to be caretakers of them until the right homes come along for them, and so on and so on and so on. But it's not like that I own them and I can just flog them and use that money to get me over the next 3 months. But yeah, God knows. Anybody who's on Marketplace will see that I've been I've been desperately trying to flog cars. Freelance writing, that's an interesting one. It's so long since I've done that. I wouldn't know where to start with how to go about it now. Everything's changed. And I haven't even got the confidence in my own abilities with that anymore. It's been a long time since I've done that sort of thing. And yeah. Is OnlyFans worth a shout? Asks Neil. Oh, the gloves. I've only sold 3 pairs this year, and I've not got that many left. So there we are, darlings. That's kind of it. That's you know, I don't know exactly what's going on. It's all sorts of things whirling around at the moment. But I've brought you up to date with things and been as open and as honest as I possibly can. And I don't really know what else to tell you because I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's a bit of a bugger, really, isn't it? It's a bit of a bugger all round. For me, for other people. And it's yeah, it's a bit of a pisser, really, isn't it? I still haven't fully allowed it to go in. I went into panic mode and thought, yeah, maybe I need a night's sleep to properly get on top of things. Again, this literally happened. The first inkling I had was at 9 o'clock or whenever it was when I got that email. I was half asleep, half caught sight of it, panicked, sat bolt upright, read the email, and thought, oh, fuck. And I was so looking forward to today. Last night's live was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And I had a cracking video to upload today, and I was so excited about uploading it. And then, yeah, that. And, you know, the day's just been awful, really. And then having to have that conversation with the guys at the restaurant. And it's awkward having it with them because I know what mustard set out. I understand that. But the guys that I'm directly with at the restaurant, they can't affect things. They just think it's shit what's happening to me, and they wish it wasn't happening. And Bish, who is the big boss, he's so busy and he's got so many things going on, and he's got nothing. He's a multimillionaire. He's got nothing to worry about. That unless he's there in my face, he doesn't really know what's going on with me. And they said that I should have gone. They did say tonight they've been brilliant tonight at work. I should say that they have been brilliant, and they've said, "Look, um, bless them." They actually said tonight, "We'll close the restaurant early. Find out where Bish is, whether he's at the other restaurant or at home. We'll close early. Go talk to him, tell him exactly what's happened, and get it sorted out." Maybe I should have done that. Yeah. Oh dear. Just need to keep afloat for 90 days. Is that right? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, pretty much. A dropped stitch in life's rich tapestry. Ugh. Maybe I need to do another one tomorrow night when my head's in a better space, because some of you lovely people are offering suggestions and whatnot, and I'm probably not in the right place to deal with them. Sorry about all of this. I didn't mean to throw all of this on you. It's not what it's supposed to be about. I'm just gutted. The only thing I do hope, the only thing I do hope is that the YouTube thing is just a YouTube thing. I hope it's got nothing to do with anybody else. Because I would hate to think that. And my heart's breaking for Neil and Soph. My heart was breaking anyway. Some of you, you know who you are. You know, you've been involved all the way along. You know exactly what's gone on. You know exactly how Neil and Sophie have tried to be the better people, and you know how much it's cost them emotionally, financially. And then, you know, to find out today that they've been blocked and this and that and the other, oh, it's all pretty horrible. Ugh. Be careful, the old grog is a depressant. Don't let it drag you down further. I'll try not to. Oh dear. Oh, oh God, the UK singles thing. Yeah. I did say a few weeks ago, somebody told me to change that. I have changed that. It's not UK singles anymore. It's Boaties World. I did change that a few weeks back. Maybe I forgot to say. I don't know how to end this now. I really don't know how to end this now. Um, I think people are amazing. People are generally lovely. the world is an amazing place, and days like this are just not great. And yeah, oh, there is one plus point. Pole position. I parked outside tonight. I was dreading that. I was dreading coming home and thinking, oh, they've parked there again. They're still making a point, blah, blah, blah. I was able to actually park outside my own home tonight. So that was one thing I didn't have to deal with. So, dear. So there we are. There we are. I don't know where to go with this. I really don't know where to go with this. And I wasn't going to do a live stream tonight for exactly that reason. The last thing that I want to do is to be putting all of my crap or anybody else's crap on you good people. We've all got our own crap to deal with. We don't need anybody else's, do we? And this entire live stream, sorry, I'm being pinged again. This entire live stream has all been about me and my woes or my friends, and I'm sorry about that. Right. There's going to be a lot of stuff to get my head around tomorrow, and other people as well, isn't there? How do we put a positive spin on this? Or how do we at least, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you what I will say. I'll tell you what I will say, right? Don't feel sorry for me. Anything that happens to me is my own fault. I'm a grown man. I choose to believe in people. I make my own decisions. I've made some life choices which might not have been the wisest, and there you go. So please don't feel sorry for me. If you've got any sympathy at all, have it for Neil and Sophie, because they are just, you know, totally, they've just gone out of their way to be wonderful and lovely, and they've been shat on by a great height. And I know some of you won't. I know how much it's affected them. Now, at the end of the day, as much as I'm saying, oh God, it's all disastrous, it's this, it's that, you know, I'm 53 years old. I've been, I've been through the ups and the downs. As much as it might be difficult, the one thing that's not going to happen to me is I'm not going to lose my shit emotionally, because I've been through it all before. I'm too old. I'm too long in the tooth. Neil and Soph aren't. They're young and they're lovely, and they're not dealing with it. You shouldn't. Oh, you shouldn't have to deal with this sort of thing. How can I put it? They are as upset as you would expect really lovely people to be when they've been taken advantage of and, well, fucked over. Let's be honest. They've been well and truly fucked over. Hey, I'm not monetized anymore. I don't have to worry about my language. They've been fucked over, darlings. They've been shut on from a great height. And it's really, really, really upset them. And I hate that. I hate that. I'm all right. I'm an old fart, whatever, whatever happens to me, it's not going to knock me. But you watch the live streams, you know that Sophie has been down. You know that she's been struggling with her mental health lately. She's been quite open about telling it. This is why. This is why. I mean, imagine how you would feel if somebody that you thought was a friend, who you'd welcomed into your home, who you'd fed, who you'd given shelter to, who you'd given money to, went to your future potential mother-in-law and said, don't let your son have a relationship with her and have kids. She'll be a shit mom. What? What the fuck? No wonder she's been bloody all up and down. And Neil's a big lump of a lad who God knows can handle himself. But he's got a heart as big as a house. And oh, my heart breaks for them. And this has been going on for, I don't know, a month now, and I've kept it all under wraps, and we've all kept it under wraps. And oh, anyway, hey ho. Okay. Well, I suppose I should bugger off at some point. Ugh. Oh God, titles. I haven't even thought about bloody titles. Um, Let me just whiz through the comments. I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments out for obvious reasons. A crap shared is less crappy. I like that. Oh, and Matron is suggesting that as a title. I don't feel like doing this as a normal live. It's just such a, oh God. Oh God. Ugh. Okay, well, one thing for sure and certain, I've been getting pings. I think that okay, I can't do this tonight because I'm going to cry, and you don't want that. We'll do another live tomorrow night. I've got some people to thank. Some things have been happening. I can't do it tonight. I just can't. Forgive me. I can't. I've got half a bottle of wine washing about inside of me, um, and I will just cry. Bum, bum. Right. Thank you. Thank you. God, don't cry. They said at the restaurant tonight, fucking Samrat said to me, he said, "Are you going to do a live tonight?" And I said, "I don't think so." Uh, and he said, "I think you should." And I said, "Yeah, I think maybe I should let people know what's going on." And he said, "You're going to cry, aren't you?" And I said, "No, I'm going to try not to." He said, "Don't cry." Fucking hell. Uh, I tell you what, thank you. Let's go to sleep. Let's see what happens in the morning. I'm going to put that video up tomorrow. It's going to take a load of editing. I was so excited about it. I'm going to put it up anyway. Fuck it. And we'll do a live stream tomorrow night. Fuck it. And fuck them. Fuck everybody. Go, fuck them all up against a lamppost, the wrongdoers and naysayers. Um, and we'll kind of take it from there because, why should we let, I don't know. We've got a really nice thing going on here. It shouldn't get spoiled. It shouldn't get spoiled. We'll figure it out tomorrow. We will figure it out tomorrow. I'm so sorry about tonight, darlings. I'm sorry that it's all this, that, and the other, and all upside down and back to front and not making any sense. That's kind of how I feel myself. Um, You're a twat, but you're our twat. That should be the fucking title. Fuck the monetization, people. Demonetize that. Demonetize me for using the word twat. Fuck you know. Don't let anybody else win. Fight the buggers. Oh. Oh, fuck's sake, Neil. Neil. Oh, Neil. Of all the people, Neil, of all the people, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, put yourself together. Put yourself together, dear boy. Right, darlings. You know, over 50 watches for ages. 48 for now. I should have got demonetized before. That's a way to get the live streams really well viewed. Oh, bless you. Right, I've got loads of people messaging me and pinging me and all sorts. I don't know how to finish this. Thank you all so much. I apologize for tonight being so, well, not what I like the live streams to be about. I'm really sorry about that. I'm sorry for a lot of stuff. We'll be back tomorrow night and we'll get through all of this. Thank you all so much. Honestly, don't know where to go with it all tonight. I don't know where to go with it all tonight. I suspect that I'm going to be on the phone or on messages for a while when I finish this, so I better do it now before it gets too late. I don't want to piss the neighbours off anymore, and we'll carry this on tomorrow, darling. Sorry for visiting it all upon you. Don't forget to like. Oh yeah, help the demonetized channel. All right, darlings. Yeah, just thanks for being there. Sorry about tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, and we will take it from there. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what else to say. What time tomorrow? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I've got 11 o'clock. Sorry. No idea what's going to happen tomorrow. We'll sort tomorrow when it comes to it, won't we? Thank you all. I'm so sorry about this. I'm so sorry about this. You know. All right. I don't know what else to say. No, I really don't know what else to say. I'll see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Thank you all so much, and I'm really sorry. I'm not even going to. Oh, sorry, but you.